have where I went off into the gravel and spewed gravel literally everywhere. And I also did a breakdown on why I did it and, well, how I did it and how to also not do it again in the future. Yeah, I thought I got away from that scot-free, and unfortunately, no, I did not. So essentially what happened is as I was looking at the chassis and digging out bits of gravel because, stuff's like glitter, during Christmas, it's on the other side of the house from, you put all the Christmas stuff was happening over there, you're on the other side of the house and there's somehow glitter there. How does it end up in there? That's literally what the gravel is like. It's just everywhere. And so essentially I was just literally digging out bits of gravel. I had my little right angled pick thing with me and I was digging out bits of gravel. And I noticed a bit of a problem, which is this. Yeah, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Essentially what that is a crack. And the issue with a crack in the chassis, especially where it is on the chassis, is, well, firstly, the problem is the chassis is cracked, and the problem with that is now I can't race the kart because it's got a crack in the chassis. That's a scrutineering issue for safety reasons. The second issue about where the crack even is it's on a part of the frame that helps stabilize the seat. So the seat doesn't have proper stabilization anymore, which means that at any point I could just be literally going around like that, and the seat could end up warping and just going in ways that it's really not supposed to, which is not very good. And again, it's a scrutineering and safety issue. So essentially what this means is because of that trip I did in the gravel, because I went through, going 80 kilometers an hour, bouncing through the gravel, going around, because I did that, I now, as of right this moment, I can't race the kart in this season. The race is literally in 2 months. But to be exact, it's in 2 months and 7 days. So it's in 2 months and a week, which isn't like a massive problem. That's a long enough time that, yes, I can get this fixed pretty easily in that time. But, it's still not great. I've got a kart that I can't race, and even worse, because there's a crack, I can't even practice. That's the part that's really bad. It's not the fact that I can't race, although that is still a big problem, which is why I said it first. The single biggest problem is the fact that now I can't practice anymore. So I have to get this fixed essentially ASAP, as soon as I can possibly do it, as soon as applicable, because I need to get back out on track and continue. I have been practicing. I need to continue practicing. And because of this crack, it could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks even maybe before. It really depends on how long it takes for me to find a place that can fix it or do it myself. But I haven't really done much welding. I mean, I did a little bit of welding in school, but that was very basic. And I essentially, I just did a small dot on a piece of metal. I can't remember what they call it. I think it's like a tack or something. I think that's what they call it. That's my welding experience. That's it. I don't know anything else. So I'm me welding it is essentially out of the question. Unless I'm going to learn how to weld in less than 2 months so then I can fix this. And assuming that means I'm not practicing at all, which is really bad. So pretty much me welding it is off the table. So I need to either someone that I know who can weld it, or I need to go send it to a shop and pay them to fix it. I don't know how long that's going to take. I really hope it's sooner rather than later because I want to get out there and practice. Because the first race of my first competitive season is in essentially 2 months. That's a lot of practice time. And so I want to get out there and keep practicing. But now I can't anymore because I've got this big crack in the chassis. So yeah, I've run into a bit of a dilemma. So as of right now, essentially, I have a kart that is completely out of order. It is not track-worthy whatsoever. Back to 2024 when the kart wasn't track-worthy. I'm back there again. But instead of the entire kart being not track-worthy, it's just this one little thing that's, little thing. It's a fairly substantial issue, but it's one issue. Not the entire kart is wrong, and so it's all going to take a whole year to fix. It's just a relatively relatively to what the issues were in 2024, it's a relatively small problem. And so I should be able to get it fixed. My guess would be maybe a week or two, probably leaning closer to 2 weeks, but I really don't know. It's some amount of time. I don't know. I'll see. Just flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know, but is sooner rather than later. I would hope, because otherwise I'm not racing. I'm not racing. I'm also not practicing, and missing round one of the first race is a problem because I want to get the whole season, because then I can say at the end of the year that I raced my first competitive season and I actually did the whole thing, instead of, I skipped a race because my car wasn't track-worthy because there was a crack in the frame. That doesn't sound as good as I've raced every single time. Like, I raced every race in the season. So, I don't want to miss a race, obviously. So I want to get this fixed very quickly, and also I want to be able to get out there and practice. So realistically, like, as soon as I possibly can, it needs to be done. So whether that's a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. It better not be anything longer than 2 weeks, though, because otherwise that's at least that's between 2 and 4 practice sessions. And each session, I'm doing 4 times out on track. And each session's 15 minutes. So, we take a 15-minute session, multiply that by 4, that's an hour. Is it? Yes, that's an hour. 4 times, or at least 2 times, that's 2 hours. If not 4, that's 4 hours of seat time that I'm missing out on because of this single crack in the seat. So it's genuinely a bit of a problem that I want to get done, like, now. I want it fixed yesterday, but it's just, I've just got to find a place to do it, and hopefully they can do it quickly and it's not too complicated. So yeah, look, that's really about it. That's all I know as of the moment. And yeah, I'll get back to you all when it's fixed or when there's an update on it, whatever comes first. And yeah, so as of now, that's it. All right. Bye, everybody.